procession that has the casket of the late Senator Dianne Feinstein has arrived at San Francisco City Hall. Our very own Melanie Wingo is live there at the scene. Melanie, what else are you seeing?
Feinstein arrived here at City Hall seconds ago, seconds before you came to me live, and I've stepped away somewhat from the very close proximity to the steps of City Hall. I do want to be respectful of all who are gathered here, members of the fire department, police department, city leaders, civic leaders, all coming to pay respects to Senator Feinstein. It's been quite an interesting sort of show here in the past few minutes as we watched while several motorcycle San Francisco police officers did a couple of laps around City Hall and the blocks surrounding City Hall, clearing the way almost in a procession type show. And then we watched as that hearse pulled up again just moments ago right here to the steps of City Hall, and we do expect her casket to be taken out of this hearse momentarily and then brought up into City Hall, where the senator will lie in state here in the Capitol, the City Hall Rotunda. Numerous city leaders, dignitaries, we have seen here gathered on the steps, and as you can see here on the street in front of City Hall, we're watching, as you are watching on your screen, San Francisco police officers. These are the motorcycle officers who were riding along. They are now assembling in front of City Hall. Also, just a beautiful tribute out here as well. 2 ladder trucks from the fire department hoisted a giant American flag earlier today. Down the street from where we're set up, I can see all of the motorcycles belonging to these motorcycle officers parked, and they are conducting somewhat of a procession here and standing in front of City Hall as well. All of this in the lead up to Senator Feinstein's body lying in state here at City Hall. That is happening throughout the day today. This is a service, this is a ceremony type thing that is open to the public. We're not seeing an extraordinary number of people who appear to be with the general public, although we are seeing some gathering now as the open City Hall viewing of the casket will start today at 9 o'clock. But this procession involving the senator's body being taken up into City Hall just beginning right now as that procession came around the corner here and stopped, and as you can see, we're watching it live. They're about to open the hearse here with the senator's body. So Brittany and Mike, it is quite a ceremony filled with respect, and this is an honor fitting of her legacy. She, of course, meant a great deal to the city of San Francisco, having served as mayor and going on to do such great things for the state of California.
Yeah, Melanie, thank you so much for that live report. Of course, we're going to stick with this shot right here as they prepare to bring the late senator out of the hearse. And again, this is a part of a public. I know Melanie said that she doesn't see a lot of public folks there just yet.
Right.
This is very much the ceremonial process of it all. This is a funeral service that is going to be open to the public. That time is within the next hour, around 9 o'clock this morning, and there you see the casket of the late Senator Feinstein being brought out of the hearse at this moment. Then they will all be escorting her to the rotunda of City Hall, where she will be lying in state from 9 o'clock this morning until 7 o'clock tonight.
It's such an impactful moment in U.S. history, watching this unfold live, watching it unfold in San Francisco. You can see that the American flag is draped over her casket. I know that we have Melanie Wingo and our photojournalist live on the scene, but from their microphone right now, all you can hear is the whirring of helicopters.
Yeah, it's just silence, as it should be.
As it should be.
Yeah, especially for somebody, again, Senator Feinstein was the longest serving senator in U.S. history. She was also the oldest. She died just last week, 90 years old. She had cast her vote that morning, and then that evening she needed medical care. And really, this unfolded pretty quickly. And of course, you see that as they bring her up the steps leading into City Hall, you have service members on either side saluting her. And again, this is a historic moment.
Some saluting her, others, civilians and elected officials, having their hands over their heart. The significance of her casket going up the steps of City Hall, it's so impactful. She was the city's first female mayor. Yeah. She was on the Board of Supervisors. She was its president. She led that city through so many tough times through the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
And then became senator in 1992.
And of course, this is her hometown.
It sounds like just there in Melanie's microphone, you could hear the honor guard beginning. That's what it sounds like, some sort of salute happening for her at this point.
Melanie, are you there right now? Would you be able to confirm exactly what might be taking place at this moment?
Yes, I am here right now, and just to give you a sense of where I'm located, I'm just beyond this gathering here on the steps of City Hall in San Francisco that you see. It's a beautiful ceremony. It's in the lead up to the senator's body being taken into City Hall, where she will lie in state throughout the day today, so that the public, city dignitaries, community members, those who want to pay respects to Senator Feinstein may go through and filter through City Hall all day long today. It's quite a showing here. It's really an impressive, seemingly well-coordinated situation we saw throughout the morning. This morning, heavy law enforcement presence, of course, making sure this area was clear and making sure the streets surrounding City Hall were even cleaned up, and they were guarded by officers as well. The casket for the senator, from my vantage point, has moved up. I am just beyond, like I said, a large crowd, and I'm trying to remain somewhat quiet so that this very somber, very respectful show can go forward. I'm going to let the anchors take it from here.
Yes, Melanie, thank you so much. Right now, we do have a live picture up of late Senator Dianne Feinstein's casket. You can see multiple people holding that casket draped with the American flag. It is now making its way inside the San Francisco City Hall rotunda. We know that's where she will lie in state from this morning all the way through 7 o'clock tonight, and that is when the public can come to pay their respects. At this point, it looks like they're figuring out logistics within this honorable and solemn and sobering moment, beginning to place her casket. This is another live look outside, just reiterating the fact of how significant this is in this moment. Watching her casket go, and you can see they're now beginning to place it inside of that rotunda and adjust it into its spot. The area is well lit. It is being held behind poles there so that people can't get too close, which is how it should be. But the beauty of this happening in City Hall chambers, in the People's Building, in a city that she so helped for decades, which then paved her way to make it to the state level and the national level, and paving the way for so many women. That salute means everything.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, a political giant, not just within California, but you're talking across the national landscape. When the senator passed away last week, we did a number of interviews during our morning show and throughout the day on KCRA3, and everyone to a T, doesn't matter what side of the aisle they sat on, they all said that she was a giant in the sense of not just breaking down doors, but she was able to reach across the aisle. Sometimes she ruffled the feathers of folks within her own Democratic Party, but she definitely held steadfast to her ideals and her goal. And again, as you say, the senator lying right now in the middle of this rotunda, very interesting as well, because like you said, she was the mayor for 10 years. She is now lying in state right below her office that she occupied as mayor. So Again, a very fitting tribute to the late Senator Dianne Feinstein, who passed away last Friday at the age of 90.
And we do want to remind folks that you can go visit her publicly as she is lying in state. Folks can start making their way inside at 9 o'clock this morning, and that's going to last until 7 o'clock at night tonight. And there's also going to be a condolence book that folks can sign. So again, this portion is open to the public.
Yeah.
And just a beautiful showing there of her casket right in the center of City Hall Rotunda.
And we also have to remind you there's a memorial service set for tomorrow. That's on the steps of San Francisco City Hall. The public also invited to attend that. That begins at 1 o'clock p.m. We also now know who will be speaking at this service. San Francisco Mayor London Breed, Vice President Kamala Harris, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Representative Nancy Pelosi, as well as Feinstein's granddaughter. There will also be recorded remarks from President Biden.
And of course, we will have much more throughout today and this morning as Senator Feinstein lays in state at San Francisco City Hall. You can also follow all of the memorial events by downloading our KCRA3 app.